see you. It's Monday, August 31st, 2020, and today might be the first day we take the boat out. The weather looks a little funky, but we're gonna try. If anything, we're gonna try docking the boat. I mean, we are gonna dock the boat, no big deal. But can't get past that if we don't do it. You excited?
Yeah?
I know you are, Hunter. What are your thoughts for the day?
Nothing but fun.
So I'm going to start this out with, if you like to see people crash into docks, watch till the end.
What you gotta do? I'm showing you. Looking for snapper? Well, there's some right there, and there's some over here. And there's lots of sheep's head too if you go down there. 1 second now.
Our toilet for the day.
Oh, that's hot. Easy.
Boo.
Where's it at? Over here?
Inside. Go inside. That room.
Okay, it was time to get on with the nerves, take the lines off, and do it ourselves. Of course, along with some much appreciated assistance from our moms and dads. And cousin Hunter. Shout out to Hunter. Hey, we can do shout outs. Anybody got anybody they want to say what's up to?
Can you hurry up and get the video done?
Yes. Alright, here we go. Okay, Ryan, first things first. Try not to forget anything. Try not to take the dock along with us. This is about where I started feeling like this boat is feeling pretty big and the canal is definitely feeling small. And I gotta be real and show you the good with the bad. So here was experience number 1. Leaving our canal was fairly calm. If you watch close, you can see and hear as soon as we started making our turn, there was a pretty good amount of wind that was coming straight at us from the canal we were turning into. Now you always hear slow and steady when docking, but this is when I realized, especially when there's wind involved, you're gonna have to give it some throttle and get some movement going if this thing's gonna turn. Even without wind, it took some getting used to maneuvering a boat with a fixed propeller on a shaft with just a rudder for steering. Man, a bow thruster in the front would be nice though. So I'm going to speed this up quick because it takes about 45 minutes for us to get from our dock all the way down the channel out to the Gulf. It's a good 2 to 3 miles, and let's face it, sailboats are slow.
Don't drop it. Not legal yet. Oh, I got bubbles in it. Alright. Sweet. Hey everybody.
Hey, hi. Macy, can you stand on the other side of the table, honey? Are you videoing?
I am. Nice seat.
We were definitely enjoying the fact that we had made it to this point, but we really did want to figure a few things out before we came back in. So as we were trying to get some practice doing the sailing thing, it's time for lesson 2. The value of reefing the sails. For the non-sailoring type people, this means not putting the sails out all the way. Too much wind and too much sails can lead to bad situations, stress the rig out too much, and in really bad cases, things can snap, crackle, and pop. So obviously, in this particular moment, we just let her fly. But in this case, the wind wasn't blowing crazy yet. We did eventually learn a little more about how to adjust the sails, but before we did, I'll just go ahead and show you some more of that learning thing we had to do. Lesson 3. Always expect the unexpected. Things can go from calm to chaotic pretty quick. And we did eventually have to learn which winches to use and what lines to use on which one. Some of the smaller lines would just slip if you tried using them on the bigger winches. So after messing with the sails for a few and realizing the wind was picking up even more, we started heading back in.
Already raining.
So right about here was the least fun part of our first outing. The temperature had just dropped, the storm was coming in, and the wind was gusting up to around 25 miles an hour. I was torn between waiting it out and just trying to get in before it got worse. In hindsight, waiting 15 minutes would have been the right thing to do. But I've realized the most stressful part of any of our times we take the boat out is coming back in. Okay, you remember when I said if you want to see us crash into a dock, watch till the end? Why would you want us to crash into the dock? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we don't have any video of us slightly bumping the dock while trying to make a 3-point turn in our canal. I apologize. I just wanted to make sure you watch the whole video. I'll make it up to you in the next video. Make sure you watch. Alright, fine. I'll show you the second time we went out, just so you can see the 3-point turn we had to make while coming in. This was probably the day we should have taken the boat out first, but we learned a lot from that first day.
Here. Got him up. First time.
It was the perfect day for us to mess around with the sails and get some practice in. And most importantly, for the kids to jump in the water and have a little fun.
From up here? Where that board was. Oh, yeah. I was like,
That works.
you want to sit on this drop down, Melissa?
This looks sweet.
Oh my gosh.
So back to the dock we went. And here is your much slower, sped up but still slower ride back in. So the last time we did this, remember the wind was gusting to 25 miles per hour. But worse than just that, it was blowing at the one direction that will screw you up while trying to turn the boat around.
Turned it around out in the channel and then back to it.
I would like to know,
Like a pro.
after the brown dock,
After the brown dot.
They're not after the brown dock.
That's when we did it last time.
Oh.
We turn right here. Wait until after.
Is that the front flag?
Right here,
Ryan, right there.
So after the craziness of last time, this time I was taking it super slow. So the last time we did this, it took me 3 times to make the turn because the bow kept on getting pushed back into the side of the canal as we were slowly getting pushed further and further down the canal and running out of room. But we did make it. We just happened to stop at one of the empty docks for a brief second as Danielle bailed and jumped off the boat onto the dock to try to push this 20,000-pound hunk back into the middle of the canal. It was fun.
Maisie left her shoes on the dock.
Bad boy right in here. Good save. Ryan. I'm getting worried about you guys. I thought maybe you might stay out all night.
No.
It was definitely a relief. This time, everything went smooth. Well, thanks for watching this episode. If you haven't caught the others, feel free to check them out. You're only a few ahead. The next episode's going to be the start of some of our boat projects, so stay tuned, and don't forget, like and subscribe.